In today's video, I'm going to be explaining to you guys why this unfortunate event happened and how you can prevent it. There's been a lot of coverage by other YouTubers on this, and a lot of the comments are littered with people that are just saying stuff like, yeah, this is why you don't take drugs, or, don't take drugs from fans. And while this is obvious, people are still going to continue to take drugs. So I wanted to make this video to demonstrate to everybody watching, whether you are a drug user or whether you're just a fan, that the real answer is, not to not take drugs. The answer is to take drugs safely. In regards to this incident, Lil Peep died because he consumed a substance that he thought was alprazolam, but it was actually contaminated with fentanyl, which is a substance that is very deadly in low doses, and it's been being found contaminating drugs from cocaine to even MDMA to alprazolam. It's just littered all over the drug scene right now. But if you're going to take drugs, then you need to be safe about it, and you need the fentanyl contamination kit. Now what you're going to do is you take out the kit here. It's very simple. Anyone can buy it. It's completely legal. And say a fan gives you drugs, you're going to take this kit. You're going to crush a little piece of your drug off in the corner. It's super easy to use. You take this little tube, put it here. You take your buffer substance, right? Open up the buffer. You pour the buffer substance into the test tube. There we go. Now, you take your little swab here. Now say you've got your substance. We'll just use a piece of chalk from the chalkboard, You crush a little piece off, get it fully saturated in your crushed powder. Stir that into the buffer. Now, once that's all mixed, you're going to open up the actual testing strip. You're going to dip this end, don't pass this line of the test strip into your now fully saturated with your drug buffer mixture. Hold it for about 10 seconds. Pull it out. And now we wait to find out if this piece of chalk has been contaminated with fentanyl. What does that mean? Luckily they come with instructions. It's showing us something here. There we go. 2 lines is negative. So as you can see here, 2 lines showed up. That means that this chalk is not contaminated with fentanyl. A positive result would have been right here if this 1 line showed up instead of 2. That would have meant that your substance was contaminated with fentanyl and you should not consume it. So had Lil Peep done this very cheap, simple test before he ate his alprazolam, he most likely would have been alive to fight another day. Now I do want to preface this video by saying I have no hate towards Lil Peep, and I don't mean any ill will to people who like him, or I don't mean to embarrass him by stating he should have tested his drugs. This is simply my cup of tea. This is what I am. I am the safety drug YouTube guy who tells everyone in every video that you must test your drugs if you want to consume drugs safely, or, in my opinion, if you want to consume them, period. Because what happens when you don't test your drugs with these very cheap and easy to use test kits is you can end up dying like Lil Peep. So let's use this unfortunate event as an example to everyone out there who does take drugs like Xanax of what not to do moving forward so we can be safer as a community and less people can end up dying because of one stupid mistake that was so easy to avoid. Anyway, I hope this video has been helpful to anyone out there watching who is also afraid of fentanyl contamination, because you can actually use this contamination kit to test. It doesn't have to be Xanax. You can test if your Coke is cut with fentanyl. You can test if your MDMA is cut with fentanyl. You can test if your meth is cut with fentanyl. Whatever your drug of choice is, it can be checked with fentanyl with one of these kits. You can find a link to this exact fentanyl contamination kit in the video description. Now, besides this kit, there are other drug kits that you're going to want to use in order to determine if, say, you do have the drug you think you have. All this does is test if there's fentanyl in it, but a lot of the time people think they're buying, say, MDMA, but they're actually sold a bath salt like a cathinone. And in that instance, you're going to want to perform a Marquise and Mech or Mandolin test first. So this really is just one step in your defenses against taking dangerous drugs. But however, since this video is just about fentanyl contamination, we are just showcasing this right now. If you want more information on how to test, say, LSD or MDMA for safety, I will include links here and you can check those videos out right now. New videos coming soon, guys. I just wanted to make this a really quick and easy video to everyone out there who's wondering, well, first of all, the biggest mistake Lil Peep made and how they can be safe and how they can use this unfortunate event to be safe in their own lives. There's no reason why he had to die in vain. If his death meant that now more people are going to be testing their drugs and being safe, then, hey, at least something good came out of it. I'd like to give a big thank you to everyone who's supporting me on Patreon. As most of you guys know, YouTube quickly and swiftly demonetizes basically all my content. Usually before I hit post, the video has already been demonetized. And now this doesn't just mean that the video doesn't make ad money. I mean, it doesn't make ad money, but also what happens is they censor the views. If I have a video that somehow sneaks past and isn't demonetized, it can get easily 4 to 10 times as many shares as these demonetized videos. So really the only way that I'm staying afloat making content on YouTube, and the only way that this is my full-time job, is thanks to you guys who support my mission. So if you do support what I'm doing here, please consider checking out our Patreon page. I will include a link over here. On top of that, I have recently started to accept cryptocurrency pledges, which is crazy. Basically what that means is if you have things like Bitcoin or Ethereum, you can now pledge to the channel that way. I will include a link to the crypto addresses down here. And if you enjoyed this content, make sure that you comment, like, and subscribe, which does help this get more shares as well. But anyway, till next time, take care, guys. Remember to always test your substances, and I will see you all in the next video.